Hello, Kings. I want to talk to you today about fighting. So yesterday, I was in the gym, the dojo, the fortress, whatever the heck you want to call it, and I was doing some MMA training. And this guy that was fighting me looked like he just escaped the freaking gulag, right? You know, what is it, привет, меня зовут, and like this beard and short hair and like this crazy rash guard. Scary dude, right? Freaking Quadzilla too. And I was going against him because I don't know why. We were cycling with this other guy. He was kind of my height too, but he was like probably like 205. I'm like 190. And so, like, you know, we were going at it, we were cycling through, and so, like, I'd go against him, and then, you know, whoever lost or won went against the next guy. And so, we were practicing, but someone was on the wall, like, I'm on the wall right now, and I'm trying to defend them from getting a takedown on me. So, I'm against the wall, you know, I'm framing, you know, I'm framing, right? Trying to get him off me. And he gets his arm around my neck, but it's like behind me like that, so it's like that. And this dude, like, his head comes up to me, like, I'm a 6'6", so, like, I'm a pretty big dude, right? He has his arm, like, his head is, like, right here around just standing up. I don't know how he did it. Like, I don't know if he was, like, climbing up on me or something, but I was tired, so I didn't know. And so, like, this dude, he was, like, climbing up on me, and he had one arm around my neck, and he had one arm, like, in the pit of my leg like that. So one arm was around my head, but the other way, and he was, like, trying to do that, and I was like, oh, man, this is gonna be bad. And I knew if, like, he just got one finger like that, got a lock, I was done. And sure enough, like, he did this, like, gut thing, and he, like, got me in my gut or something like that. I think he kneed me. I don't know how he did it. If his hands were like that, but he was like, here, boom, got me like, and then he did, flipped me over, threw me over his head, and bam, folded me like a pretzel on the ground, like knocked the air out of me. Like, it was crazy. And this dude is like 5'6". It was the most insane thing, and I was like, on the ground. I wasn't like that, but really what I did was like, I'm good. Got up, went back to it. I wanted to die is what I wanted to do. So he wrecked me, like, boom, like suplexed me with some crazy stuff. And that bit I was just like, dang, but it was hard. And after that, we were practicing takedowns where basically we're just wrestling, and like he did some. This guy was good, and I was like, I was so tired. I have asthma, and so I was like just surviving. He was like. Like some crazy stuff, like prison stuff, but he was really good. And I kept cycling through, and so I'd go against him, and the next I'd go against him, and then me and the other guy would go, then I'd go. I got so tired, right? I couldn't hardly stand up, and towards the end of it, I wasn't fighting him. I was surviving, trying to stand up. You just keeping him away from me, and I have length, so I can da-da. I'm pretty good at defending. But when he really got me is when I was on offense, trying to get him down, and he'd grab my legs and go, get me on the ground. This guy was crazy. And so I kept going. I was like, man, honestly, this really sucks. Like, I'm not having very much fun right now. Don't get me wrong, I was having fun in the beginning. But as it went on, I kept, he was hurting me. Like, I was getting real tired. Like, really, really tired. It reminded me that day that I have asthma. But the powerful part of this is, when we were done, we were taking a break before it was time to move on to jiu-jitsu. And really what I wanted to do, I was like, man, I wanted to say, like, man, like, I can't do jiu-jitsu right now. I can't even let it be. Like, I was laying down. And I was like, just trying to, all right, slow down your heart rate. Like, breathe, bro, because you got a whole hour of jiu-jitsu to do after this. And I realized that in those minutes that I was doing jujitsu, not jujitsu, but MMA with this guy, and he was absolutely wrecking me, I learned a lot, and I learned more discipline, and I developed character. Why? And it wasn't because I was doing so good. It wasn't because I was beating him up or I was having good technique. It's because I was learning to protect myself, and I was learning to survive. Let that sink in for a second. Learning to survive, I think, can be some of the best practice out there. Because even though I wasn't learning a new move, and I wasn't really putting to practice anything besides just defending myself, and I was mostly just getting my butt kicked, we learn through suffrage, through pain. It opens up new, neuron stuff in our brain. I'm not a freaking scientist, but, we learn stuff through pain. And through that, I learned stuff. And then when it was time for jiu-jitsu to come, I was going against this other guy. And I was like, okay, so this is what this guy was doing when he was beating the crap out of me. So if I do da-da-da-da-da, I did this move that we had just learned because I think he was on top of me. He was like, like he was messing me up, right? And he wasn't hitting me. He was just he was throwing me around. But we had just learned this move, and I was kind of pretending like I was still defending and trying to get him off me. And then he got so there's this move, I forget what it's called, but you put your there's no way I'm gonna be able to describe it, but there is this move where you can get them from when they're on mount position, you're on the ground. There's this move where you can instantly flip them over and get them in an arm bar. And what I did was, all right, this is what the other guy was doing to me. He was on the top, just throwing me around, trying to get me. And I saw the opening, grabbed his arm, put my thing, and I flipped him over. And then I got him in an arm bar, and I got him to tap. And this was really, really, really sick. And so, you learn through suffrage. And I think that's very powerful. And so I want you guys to think about this, and I want you to know that when you're running, you're in the gym, you're feeling that pain, and you're just not having a great time. If you're doing something productive and you're suffering and you're having a lot of pain from it, and you're sweating, you're hurting, if it's something good like lifting weights or fighting or running or doing CrossFit or something, whatever it is, as long as it's something like fitness or something, or even if you're just camping or hiking, you're growing through that pain. And you're learning something that you really can't learn anywhere else, and that's resilience and discipline and learning how to have that go even though you're tired. And so I think I'm going to close the video here. Thank you guys for watching. This is something that you guys need to apply to your life and just think about, and not necessarily apply because it's already going to happen, but just realize how to learn from it and take those things. And even if you're not necessarily learning anything specific from it, you're still casting votes to who you want to be in the future, and you're going to be more powerful in the future, and you're going to be more resilient. And so that's the end of this video. Thank you for watching, Kings, and I'm on your side.